everyone. Welcome to the That's How We Roll channel. Tonight, Misfits of Alseta. This is a D&D 5e game, and all the players around this table, this virtual table, are playing level 9 characters, and we'll get to know them in just a minute, but first we're going over to Lee with an announcement.
Hi, I'm Lee with announcements. So Idle Champions of the Forgotten Realm is a wonderful game. It's an idle game. You can set your party in really cool lineups, and they have cool abilities, and they do really amazing things in the Forgotten Realm. You've got heroes, past, present, and future. There's Baldur's Gate 3 characters that are in it. Penelope Halfpint, played by one Hope LaVelle, is in it. And frankly, if you'd like a free Electrum chess code, well, all you got to do is enter the code Noon Camp Jazzy. Once again, that is Noon Camp Jazzy. You get a free Electrum chest. And while I'm here, I'm Lee at Goldberg337 on the internets. I do pancake art. If you've seen a really cool pancake art of a D&D monster, you're welcome. And today I will be playing the Circle of Stars Druid David, also a him, and still bad at animals despite being good at star things. Yeah.
I'm number 2. I'm April, and I play Nira. What? Are you still? I'm so sorry. Are you not done?
I'm done. I'm so done.
I don't think you're done. Did you have anything else you wanted like to add?
I do. April, you're number 2.
I am number 2. Oh no.
Yeah, that's all I wanted to add.
That's it. That's all I have.
I love you so much. That's okay. Anyway, hi everybody. My name is Jacob Plicque, Duval King Jacob, all over the internets. I of the he, him pronouns, co-founder of the Amphitheater, DM of Duval and Dragons. And tonight, as per usual, I'll be playing Kotatar. He is a Githzerai Horizon Walker Ranger, also he, him. And we got shiny new armor, and he's keeping both of his eyes. You're welcome. Peace.
Kia ora. I'm Daniel Denova. Lovely to see you all again after these couple of weeks. I play Sanleon, who is a Dhampir Barbarian rogue, decked out with weapons, sunblades, and belts that allow things to return to you, though, as we tested, not people. Yet. I go by the gender fluid pronouns, so most things. And you can find me as either Tut and Kiwi, Daniel Denova, or yes, that.
Yes, indeed. Hello, and I am Dani, otherwise known as Bitterthorn on the internet. I use she, her pronouns, and I play Silva, who is a Fire Genasi Warlock, Pact of the Talisman. I think I got it all in one go, friends. Who also uses she, her pronouns? That's me.
You said they're packed before.
Hello, everyone. I am Damien of the he, him pronouns. Coming to you from Melbourne, Australia. And it is my birthday today. Well, it's my birthday in North America. I had my birthday yesterday. But still, being it is kind of sort of my birthday, I expect nat 20s all day for myself. And if I don't get a nat 20, I expect advantage. So just saying that, just put it out there.
Very Reginald of you.
Yeah,
no, right?
Exactly.
Exactly.
Yeah, exactly. Yes, I'm playing Reginald Bellagamba. Rune, what is he? Rune Knight Paladin. Oh, just became a level 1 Paladin. Yay!
Yay!
And yes, Coach Star's excited about that. I will acknowledge the indigenous peoples of the world right now. I begin today by acknowledging the Wurundjeri people of the Kulin Nation, traditional custodians of the land on which I am playing from today, and pay my respects to the elders past and present. We have Daniel from the land of Aotearoa, the Maori people, and from North America we have people from the lands of the Fernandino, Tataviam, Hohokam, Tumakua, Creek, and Cherokee, paying our respects to indigenous peoples all over the world. And Hope, back to you.
And I am Hope LaVelle, your dungeon master for the night. And yes, happy birthday, Damien. Tonight, you get 1 natural 20 and 2 advantages. Use them.
Oh,
That's real nice.
I feel loved.
That
Thank
was real
you.
nice.
Oh no,
And he'll
big
probably
monster
forget
for
that
us
he
to
has
use
them.
Yep.
I will likely forget that I have them. Yes.
We'll try to help you.
Yeah.
When we're
And
dying,
with
we'll
that-
remind you.
And with that, let's roll our intro and get started.
Hope sound.
Sound.
Darkness is falling. Through chaos, fate is calling. Your dreams are haunting you. Nightmares becoming true. So will you stand and fight? Will you survive the night? It's time to awaken and find alive.
All right, a recap. So last time, we found ourselves in Limbo still, and having made the decision of trying to go off and see if they can find out more about this ancient war that happened between nightmares and dreams on the prime-material plane. Only they found out that it happened where the Shadowfell and the Feywild meet, and the only place that they meet on the prime-material plane is a place called LaVelle. They learned a couple things from these books, that there is a land called Cendriane and Gloomrot, 2 places, one in the Feywild, one in the Shadowfell. Those are the 2 options that can help get you to LaVelle. At least that's what the myth says. That's what the legends say. No one has ever really spoken of LaVelle. It is just a legend, but it's definitely something worth seeking out. And this is what you guys have decided to do. In order to do this, though, you guys learned that first you wanted to gear up, take advantage of the amazing ability of Limbo and all that it can create, and you all got some new shinies. And then after that, you learned from the story that Nira had found and David that you need an eye of a crystal dragon in order to find the way into LaVelle, and you need to be holding it in order to cross over. And this is quite difficult to do. And when they found a jeweler who said that they could try to do it, they said they would need an eye of sacrifice. The team did not take lightly. And there's been some decisions that need to be made and maybe some conversations that need to be had until we can figure out exactly what to do to get this Eye of the Crystal Dragon, or to not get it. We will see. And so we find ourselves in this moment with the jeweler. Nira has left for the moment, and all of you stand there waiting. What would you like to do?
David thinks he probably knows where Nira goes to when she's upset. So I'm gonna go find Nira and sit down next to her.
Okay, Nira.
She
Yeah.
hasn't gone far.
Okay.
She's got more like 15 feet outside the door, just like kicking the ground.
Okay, so you're still kind of walking off. You haven't found a place yet. You're just kind of in the way of going somewhere. Okay.
So I'll just be like, "Hey,
Hey.
I know that it looks like I impulsively just want to give up an eye. And I'm sorry that I didn't talk with you about it first or explain myself better.
You don't have to apologize. I'm sorry. People keep jumping into things or cutting things off or now cutting things off or doing things that could potentially kill them without any thought. And this was just one of those that we could just yell, stop, as it was happening. And I think all of that just kind of combined into the you and the I, and then it was just like jumping into a hole again. Everyone keeps jumping into holes. Sorry.
Yeah, no, I get it. I guess
we just didn't know. I'm sorry.
It's okay. I have an idea that will save me losing an eye. Which, either way, my idea or even sacrificing an eye, part of me knows that if I need to get something back, I'm with the right person to do it. But I have an idea, and I'll pull out a book that you've probably seen a lot, because you know that I read. I mean, canonically, I do read a lot of fantasy stories and fictions, and I'll hold it up and be like, not everything is exact. You know, eye for an eye doesn't necessarily mean that they need an eye. So I'm going to offer this book as my eyes to see a new world and experience everything that it has to offer. You know, it gives me the ability to be somewhere else, and I think that could be, that might work. Otherwise, if she wants one of my peepers, I'll just need you to swear vengeance to get it back at some point.
I think that goes against the whole sacrifice thing. If someone is going to kill them in revenge, I think that's
no
attack.
killing. I'm saying you'll get a replacement down the line. I'm gonna do the book. I think it'll work.
I thought you meant like get it back from the person who took it. Like I thought I was to take one of their eyes and put it inside of you.
No.
No.
I'm saying that in the future,
I went to the
if I need an
side.
eye, yeah, that's okay.
We'll get you an eye.
Will you come with me and we'll see if I can't?
Yes. I respect anything that any decision that you make on this matter.
All right, so I'll walk back to the jeweler, and I'll say, I have something that's maybe better than one of my physical eyes. And I'll hold up this book that is just this giant book of fables and tales and stories. And I'll just say, since I was a kid, my sister got me this book, and it has been my eyes into worlds of excitement, magic, and mystery. And I would like to offer it as my eye for the trade. It means the world to me, and if you need some way to see that, that's up to you. But this is one of my cherished possessions, and it is my eyes.
She thinks for a moment, trying to calculate what you said and figure out if it could work. And she's not trying to take anyone's eyes. She's trying to figure out...
To balance the scales.
Yes. She says, this could work. Yes. I think there is enough magic within the stories that I could create something. It would be a faux eye. It may not have all of the power of a crystal dragon, but I will do my best. Let me see the book.
So I like hand the book over, and when she like, you know, like that thing where like you hand something and they like take it, but you're holding on a little bit too
Mhm.
tight. Like, no. Okay.
Describe what the cover is. This a bound book in leather or?
Yeah, it's like it's like a really nice leather. It's a almost like a teal green, leather bound book, and it's thick. It's just got stories and stories, like a bunch of like it ranges from like it's like a collection that was gathered up, and it's just got fables and stories and poems and all just stories of adventure that David has had since he was like a child.
Yes, there is enough knowledge and stories here in this book. And she starts to, you know, she opens up the book and she starts to feel the pages. And as she feels the pages, the words, the ink starts to lift off of them. And she turns and you're seeing this ink start to form a ball. And then she shuts the book and she brings the ball down from the air and places her hand in the center of the leather on the front cover. And you start to see a glow come from underneath her hand, a white glow with just almost a sparkle to the light. And you can see that her hand is starting to heat up, almost like when metal heats up and turns red. And then she pulls her hand away, and in the center of this bound book is an eye of a crystal dragon, or what appears to be. And you look down at it, and it looks around at you guys.
Certainly an eye.
I'm afraid it will only last for some time. I don't know how long, but it is not permanent.
So David will just turn back around, like, all right, so Shadowfell or Feywild? Which one should we look into?
Shadowfell.
I don't remember why we were needing to go to the Shadowfell. What was there? Is it two
Gloomhaven,
different
right?
places?
Or Gloom
Oh, that's
Gloomrot.
right.
Makiak chimes in and says, I do not know much of the worlds outside of Limbo, but it sounds to me it might be safer in the Feywild, perhaps?
Yes, it would be safer in the Feywild, but do we have to do both? Why not do the harder thing first?
I don't think Makiak has ever steered us wrong, though, so...
I
Very
believe
well.
you only need to get through. Picture a sandwich. And he's saying this very, very like anarch like. Picture a sandwich.
Ooh, what kind of sandwich?
2 pieces of bread with ham in the middle.
What kind of ham?
Smoked.
Oh, my favorite.
Reginald, this eye isn't going to last very long. Continue.
Oh, yes. Sorry. Keep going.
You can poke a hole through either side in order to reach the ham through the bread. Picture Gloomrot and Cendriane as the bread, and LaVelle as the ham. You only need to go to one place to find an entrance.
Well, if we only have to go to one place, then yes, we'll go to the Feywild.
Kotatar, were you talking? I couldn't hear you.
Yeah, were you muted?
Think so. Oh, Zoom.
There you go.
There we go. Yeah, he just says, after all, it's just a gateway. Either way. I'm fine with the
All
farewell.
right. Have the anarchs been able to look into how to guide our lighthouse a little bit easier? Maybe we can
I
research
have an
look it
idea.
through your book. Yeah, please go.
Follow me to the library. If you do, you follow to the library. This library has so much knowledge in it, just through years and years and years of Limbo, and the knowledge that the anarchs collect and create. And he takes you down all the rows, and he finds a place that holds books of the prime material and books that are known of other planes. And he pulls one, a purple book, very dusty. The pages are, the edges of the papers are like kind of torn and rotted away. And he opens it up, and on the front cover, or on the front title, it says Tales of the Feywild. He says, "Do you know what a portkey is?"
Looks over at Kotatar, the portal ranger.
As it ties to things like plane shifting,
Yes,
like a tuning fork.
yes, exactly. This book. And he opens it to a page, and you see written on top, it says, Cendriane. And there's just facts and facts, well, maybe not facts, but tales and legends of Cendriane. And the Feywild within this book. I believe this can send you to Cendriane. Has mystical properties. Once you are there, I cannot get you back. So, be ready to go if you're not.
Find a way. We always do.
Yes.
Even when we forget that we can detect portals.
Okay. Do you guys feel ready?
All right,
Alright.
team. We're gonna do this. Come on, let's go. We're gonna rev up, and we're gonna get it, and then we're gonna,
Go
we're gonna
where?
do it. To
I
the
like your
place.
zeal,
The Cendriane.
Cendriane, I'm gonna do it. Come on.
Kotatar will clasp Makiak's hand. Be back soon, Starlight.
You're muted. Hope.
Of course, Sunshine. And with that, he sets down. Sorry, just checking my sound issues. Okay. He sets down the book, and he instructs you guys to make a circle around the book. Okay. He, from afar, activates the book, and the book begins to glow. A soft green and purple. And this green and purple light soon turns and mixes together to become a white portal on the ground, coming from this book. It causes a bit of a stir in the air as this magic begins to swirl around you, moving your clothes, your cape, your hair. What would you like to do?
Well, shall we? And Senna just steps forward.
Yep. With a nod.
In the hole.
Let's
In the
go.
hole.
Yeah, we're jumping in another hole.
Begin another hole.
Another one.
Another
But at
one.
least we have an
I've been
idea
here
where
before.
this one goes.
Misfits go down the hole.
Oh,
Oh.
oh, and And Makiak, thank you for everything. If I ever doubt myself and that I'm not on my way to becoming a good leader, I will think of the sandwich. Thank you.
He just
I grab
nods.
Reginald by the foot from the portal and pull him in.
Your gale is showing.
You guys find yourselves in an instant. Sometimes portals take time. You feel yourself stretched. You feel like each portal is different. But in this exact moment, you almost went into the portal and are now standing on the other side of the book. And you find yourselves in a scriptorium. It's a large building made of stone, of carved stone. This is Cendriane. But it is burned. It is charred and aged. Oh, it's so aged. Like it's been here for so long. It is ancient. The walls are crumbling. Everything is dusty. Books are charred and so old that the words on the pages have faded. The dome above you is half collapsed, and the sun shines into the dusty air. The walls are overgrown with the forest that has retaken this land. This is where you are.
Do I know anything about this place because of my Feywild heritage?
Cendriane was once the most radiant city of the Eladrin.
I tell everyone that.
You know that Cendriane was the site of a vicious battle, a vicious war that tore it apart. And now it is completely abandoned. This entire beautiful city has laid abandoned for centuries.
Can I do a survival check to see if the growth either goes towards or out of anything that kind of like is maybe shaped by whatever gets us to the ham of the situation?
Yeah, give me a survival check.
Going
Everyone,
ham.
let me say, everyone can make a perception check if you'd like,
Sure.
as David does
I'm
this.
terrible at those, so I'll sure
Right.
try.
Real good.
Sanleon won't make one.
Okay.
Can I use my nat 20?
You
Damn,
wanna
popping
use
off,
it
huh?
on a
Already? You
You
perception
want to use your
check?
net 20 on this?
You should
Oh.
save that.
You don't have
I feel
to,
like
'cause I
there's-
rolled it.
We're looking for something.
Never mind. Silver rolled
Yeah.
well. I will not roll perception though, actually. Second thought, I'm not going to roll perception.
Okay.
I will say it was a nat 20, but I do have a -1 perception, so technically it's a 19.
Don't worry, I got your back. I rolled
Okay,
28.
cool. Yeah, you got it.
I got a
28.
22. I want to feel special too.
We're all very special.
You're special.
Oh, well, look at us, little special beings.
Look at Fatherly.
I rolled an 8.
Oh no.
Yeah.
It's not
Right
a
on
one.
time.
Things
I get
stay
plus
the same.
6.
Yeah, look at that nat
That was
2.
a two.
It's
It's
not a
double
one.
what you usually roll.
Dear.
So I'll start with David. You cannot tell that the forest is overgrown. It is taken over. It seems to be coming from everywhere, from the ground, from the trees, from over the walls. It just seems to be like the land is trying to take back what was once theirs. And Kotatar, Silva, and Nira, as you step off of this book and look around at this ancient ruin, you hear a little that makes you look down at the book. And this open book no longer reads Cendriane and lore and notes about the Feywild and Cendriane itself. It reads Limbo. And there are notes and facts and legends about Limbo written in the book. Almost like the two books were connected.
David is looking at that book. His mouth is watering.
Kotatar will pick it up. The book.
Pick it up. You're gonna keep the book?
And he'll just say, it's like a mirror. And he'll kind of look around at everybody. I'm happy to lead us through this. I can get us through difficult. I'm trying to avoid saying difficult terrain, but I couldn't think of another word. Because he has the ability to do that with land striding, and he also has, just so Madam Hope. Where is it? There it is. Advantage on saving throws against plants that are magically created or manipulated to impede movement.
Okay.
I will
There are a
charm
lot of-
this person.
There are a lot of plants. I will get on the broom. And
Okay.
it did not explode.
Okay.
I'm
Hope it
gonna
works for you.
walk up to Silva and just say, Silva, this is Cendriane. Do you remember? I talked to you about it. The home of my people.
Yeah, I remember you mentioning it. Very briefly.
It's they're gone.
Everything you thought it would be?
Not really. Everyone's gone.
Didn't know that people would be gone?
No, I thought some people would. I knew there was a battle, but I didn't expect this.
What made them leave?
I don't know.
Well, that sort of complicates things, I guess. But what do you think? Where should we start? Where should we look for things? Evidence of people. There's no one to ask anything, so does anything stick out in your mind? Any places of legend?
Do I notice anything, Hope, that
You can give me a history check.
history? Ooh,
You
that's a 9.
You want to do that at advantage? Use one of your advantages.
Hey, why not?
Jeff starts looting the room.
That's a nat 1.
Do you want to use
Nice.
another advantage?
Double advantage.
You do not remember, you did not pay attention in the studies of Feywild Cities History 101.
And I'm too upset to notice, so that makes sense. I don't know what's going on, Silva.
Hope, the plants.
Mhm.
Is it like just overgrown underbrush? Is there anything in particular that stands out with a 28 plant wise?
The vines are gorgeous. They are filled with flowers that you have never seen before. I don't know how often you've been to the Feywild, or if you've ever been to the Feywild.
Don't think he has.
Then these
Are-
flowers look exotic to you. They
Are
almost
there
look.
any on the ground?
Yeah. The vines cover everything. Are you gonna loot the flowers?
Oh, no.
She's gonna loot. Okay.
Nira's gonna jump in a hole.
Well,
Give
I
me
mean,
a-
okay.
a
If one is like,
flower.
I'm not gonna pick one, but if one is like on a
Oh, no,
vine
this
or
is
on
great.
the ground, I'm gonna check
Heck
it
yeah.
out.
Great.
I might pick
give
it.
me
It's not- it
give
might
me
be
a
mine now.
D10. Give me a D10 roll.
No, I don't think I was smart enough to not loot Feywild.
Oh,
3.
It's a new thing. It's all good.
It's pretty and it's on the floor.
I respect it.
yeah. Oh, yeah. No, I love it.
All right.
It's our
so
thing.
you find yourself drawn to a beautiful white flower. It looks almost like a teacup, and inside of it is pink and yellow. This is known as an ethel drop, and it has healing properties to it. It gives you 1d6 worth of healing if you consume it. And it is a bonus action to consume.
Look how pretty this is. I'm gonna show it to David.
That's wow. That's I don't really like plants that much, but that's really cool.
I'm gonna put it in my pocket.
Yeah. Are there more of those?
We
The
take
other
all of
ones-
them.
Yeah,
The
there's a
other ones
collection
seem to
of
be
them, right?
wilting and dying.
Maybe we should just head in and look around for.
So you guys are actually inside the sanctorium. Sorry, the scriptarium.
Oh.
You can see outside. You can see through broken windows. There is more forest or more town or city out there, but as of right now, you're just kind of within this ancient ruin inside. Would you guys like to you can step out of this this room? You can.
I will take out little satchel and I will open it up and I will drop a crystal dragon's eye and see if it is looking in a direction that we should follow. Because it was moving around, so I'll kind of hold it out like a compass.
Yeah.
If you ask me to roll for anything, I'll flip out. I'm just kidding. I'll totally roll. I'll still fail, but I'll roll.
Have to roll in this game called D&D. What is that?
We
What?
won't be using Reginald's
twist.
natural 20 though.
Happy
Yes.
birthday.
Happy birthday.
To the ground.
To the ground.
So the dragon's eye looks around, and then just like a pinhole amount of purple magic, just kind of like a laser pointer, begins to shoot south.
I think we should go south.
I love that laser.
Okay. you
Yeah,
guys
so I'll
still-
just kind of
Mhm.
I'll follow it and hold it up.
Yeah.
Yeah, and like
Little eyeball.
like when David does that, like Kotar has a hand out like towards the flowers and sees that happen and puts a hand away. And just says, if we get lost even with this, remember I can have a conversation with some of these, and points to the flowers.
That seems like a totally normal thing to have someone say. I don't think we've
Said
ever
it
seen you
before.
talk to plants. I don't know if we've
You
ever
have.
seen you talk to plants. Oh,
Yep, on the
Oh yeah,
top of the
talk to
mountain.
the tree. Yeah.
Yep.
Okay, so you guys make your way outside of this scriptorium. Sorry, I just wanted to pour some tea. Okay.
Hey,
How dare you take care of yourself?
Do we see any signs of animals?
Roll me a perception check,
Ah, shit.
Nira.
can I help her do that? I'll also look out for it so she can have advantage.
I'll give this to you guys. You can, if you'd all like to do a perception check as you step out into this.
Can I keep my
area.
28?
No, that was inside. This is outside.
That's inside. That's different.
This is
And it's
outside.
also not your
There's a giant-
birthday, Jacob.
Bird's about to eat us.
What is this? A perception?
Yeah.
Yes.
Uh-oh. Give it to me.
I got a
Give it to me.
28.
Let's go.
Did you really?
Natural 19 plus 9.
There we go.
I thought you
21.
were just trying to copy Kotatar.
I know, right?
17.
I'm
Close
smart
to
and
senpai.
wise.
17.
23 for me.
23. What is Sam doing here?
Sam's distracted. He's looking at the architecture and looks Shook.
Okay. Nira, since you rolled well and this was your idea to look around for birds, you actually notice the only sounds are your own footsteps. No bird song or breeze disturbs this mournful silence. Everything is like an eerily preserved museum. And you look around, you see buildings and trees, and everything is covered in dust and large spider webs. And off to behind you a bit are these falls, these great waterfalls, but they make no sound. The water is falling, but it's so eerily quiet. You see a giant crater near the center, a giant crater that has like a skid mark coming from it. We're talking a 60-foot wide crater. Nothing inside of it grows. Kotatar,
Hi.
your bow is going off. I need everyone to roll initiative.
Oh, okay.
Ooh.
Cool.
Everybody, there's
Oh,
something
no.
wrong here.
Oh dear.
I like the idea that like Kotar looked up towards Senleon and like looked to see if he was like frozen in place or something, and then the bow goes off.
Mm-hmm.
29.
Okay, let me get sure.
Jeez,
I have a
That
plus
sounds about
14 to my initiative.
that's
Maybe.
amazing. I have a +1.
I have a +1 too,
Hey,
You
high
have a
five.
plus 1, 2, 3?
which will get me to 2.
No, mine's 3. Mine's 3.
Ah,
Oh, no,
there
I'm
you
so
go.
confused. So many.
I got a nat 1. I'll just go last.
And we're back.
Wow.
Had him in the first half.
Okay. So you guys see, as you're looking around and hearing this eerie silence, spiders, tiny little spiders are crawling towards you.
Oh, cool.
Spiders aren't in anybody's veils, right? I think I double checked that.
No.
Okay.
Oh, man.
Are they cute,
all these-
though? No, I'm just kidding.
these little swarms of spiders are coming towards you.
Big guys.
So we get everybody's. So we got David at a 1.
Itsy spider.
I have a 2. Hey, I got a
gotta
2.
Okay, fine.
I'm called Charlotte. I'm from Charlotte's Web. I'm one of
Silva
Charlotte's
got a
children. Don't kill me.
12. Nira.
19.
That's some Kotatar.
Okay. Nira, Silva, Kotatar,
21.
and Senleon,
29.
29, and then Reginald,
18.
18. Okay, great. Let me pull this.
Do you mind?
So, can you not roll in the D&D like web page, like the web browser?
You should be able to.
On D&D
For what?
Beyond,
Yeah, it's like
Yeah, I do it all the time.
just click on the initiative button that says the plus.
yeah, it's telling me about it. It's not rolling. Don't worry, I'll figure out why.
Might be working really slow.
Do you have accelerated thingy on or off?
I don't know what
forgot
that
how to
means.
actually call it. Yeah, I'm not helpful with what it's actually called.
You're talking about that Zoom setting, right?
No, on
It's so weird.
on Chrome.
Oh, I don't know.
That doesn't matter. It's all good. I'll use something else. Keep track of stuff.
Okay. Sanleon, you are up, followed by Kotatar, followed by Nira, and we'll go from there.
So,
Uh-oh.
So you have 3 swarms coming from this right behind you, coming north. You have one coming from the south, and you have one coming from the west.
Stanley on in his own little world, just kind of looking at the architecture here, it's just like, the sounds. And his eyes just kind of flick over to where they're coming from, and is thinking, first off, really? Oh, okay. And then secondly, if any of his attacks are going to do meaningful damage to a swarm, his first thought goes to the Sunblade, as it's bright. Might cause some dismay between the spiders, based on his experiences. So he's going to try that. So he sort of does a slight step to the side, grabbing on his belt. He grabs the Sunblade, and as they're sort of moving toward, he's going to ignite the Sunblade and throw it as it's spinning, kind of at a horizontal angle to try and nick as many spiders as possible.
Okay, so we'll call this a sword attack, but it's going to be ranged.
Mm-hmm.
So, because it's a sword, you're going to throw at disadvantage.
I'm going to use... Hold on. Does it really? What's the first style?
I think so, because
Finesse.
it's not a throwing weapon.
Never mind. Good point.
Oh, because it's like a
In that
long
case, I'm
sword.
going to-
It's-
Shaka sword. And then it's just gonna boomerang back.
Everybody's
That
dead.
was the thought.
That's true.
Stanley's gonna
That's
Oh, well.
decapit himself with a sunblade.
In your defense, you have a dagger.
That's what I was thinking.
Throw the
but
dagger.
I just think it's so small, though. It's just
I
a swarm
know.
that's like hundreds of spiders per swarm.
Mm-hmm.
No, he's not going to throw a dagger. That wouldn't do anything.
Just step on them.
In that case, he's going to retcon that, and he's going to step forward. You see that his eyes kind of dart toward the spiders, and his eyes, from that kind of yellow color, start to turn a little orange as he rages and swings in an arc with the Sunblade.
Okay, go for your damage, or roll to hit.
The assumptions, I love it.
Yeah, I know.
Let's see. So it will be at advantage because of, I think it's Rakish Audacity, but then again he is raging. So I'll just roll 2d20s. I usually do roll physical dice.
As for everyone else, you guys are standing in a circle, and these swarms are about 15 feet from each side. Your east side is clear.
Okay, so that's a
Nice.
24 to hit.
That hits.
Okay. Radiant. And how do I roll the damage, I guess? And that one. Oh, right, wrong. Hold on. So that's 13, and then I'll roll the sneak attack damage. It's only been 2 weeks, and I'm already like, now what do I do? So it's 13 plus.
Who is my character?
So 13 plus. So 22 points of radiant damage as he kind of almost like crouches and leans forward and just swings sideways to try and catch as many spiders as possible.
You hit these spiders hard, and you almost like weed whack them almost as you come in low, and you like slice through the grass and all the cobwebs and things as they kind of erupt, just little sparks and bursts as they erupt in radiant damage, and many of them just kind of blow away, and the swarm has diminished quite a bit. Is there anything else you'd like to do with your turn?
Well, I'm going to sort of do a fencer's hop backwards, just a few hops. And as I do so, I'm just going to like look over at Coach Tartig. Sweeping actions, unless you have something explosive. And that's my turn.
You do sweep. You said you do step back. You were in melee range. You want to take that
I was.
opportunity attack?
No. I just don't. If I take an attack on someone, I think I
Rakish
just got
Audacity.
Audacity.
Oh,
I'll
okay.
just step away.
Perfect.
But the question is,
Do you
That's
take
if
it?
you're- well, because that's if you're like up against like a single combatant, right?
It
If a
still counts because
swarm,
it's a swarm.
It counts as a thing, as a one
Mhm.
thing. Okay, I was
Mhm.
that.
One
That's helpful
entity.
because I did a swashbuckler
Oh, that's good
once
to know.
and
That is good
Right.
to
got,
ask.
Yeah.
I got pooped on.
Hell,
Oh,
swarms and
geez.
Pathfinder especially.
Oh no!
Yeah.
Scary, scary.
Okay,
So-
great. Coach Tar, you're up.
So yeah, he kind of reacts almost right after Senleon, and just says, "Hey, eyes down!" and fires off an arrow initially at the first one, just to see how much damage we can do.
Okay,
we'll
is
go ahead
this
and-
going to be towards the same one that San Leon did, or
No,
somewhere new?
somewhere new.
Okay.
Yeah, somewhere new. So first things first, not awesome. With a 15 to hit.
Hits.
Oh, nice, sweet. And then in that case, we'll do 11 points of magical piercing damage.
Okay.
And then I'll kind of right in the middle of that, a familiar pink energy surrounds his bow, using his planar warrior ability to switch it to force damage and add an additional d8 to it. Fires the second time into that same one. Oh my god, natural 20. Okie dokie. So let's fucking go. That was the time to get that. Thank you very much. So that's going to be a total of and then I roll really low on the dice. That's okay. A total 9, 14, and 19 points of force damage.
19 points. All right. Nice.
Yes.
Nicely
so
done.
That's so what is a total of a bunch? And then just fires.
Oh,
two
that was
arrows
19.
into it.
Was that 19 plus the 11 that you had earlier?
Yes. Yeah. So 30 total. Yes. on that
Okay.
one.
So you all just see this swarm to the south of you guys. So you're looking forward 15 feet. This swarm of spiders was coming up, kind of just rushing up on you. And Kotar's just like, nope. And they just explode into like a dust almost as he hits it with his arrow. They're completely gone.
And so, because right as that is happening, you just hear Kotatar say to Senleon, "Yeah, I do." And he's gonna
Always impress me, Kotatar.
And I think he's gonna hold his ground. Make sure he stays with his peeps.
All right.
That's me.
All right. Sorry. So that brings us to Nira. Nira, we have still a swarm to the west, which is the one that San Leon hit. You've got ones coming from behind you now. The ones in front are gone.
I'm gonna turn to the ones behind us, and I'm like, no, no, and I'm gonna like pull out an instrument from my back, and it's a symbol, but instead of pulling it out, I'm gonna drop it and cast Shatter on them, and it's the drop
Nice.
symbol, and I'm gonna cast it at 3rd level
Oh
to
my
get a little
gosh.
extra oomph in it.
All right.
So they need
Okay.
to make a Constitution save of 17.
Ugh.
Constitution saving plus 0. They got an 18.
Silvery barbs.
Okay.
Do it again. I'll burn
that's
my
an ele-
reaction right now.
That's an 11.
There
Okay.
you go.
They will take what's the number? What's the total? 19 points of force damage, I believe.
Force damage.
Thunder damage.
Oh, thunder damage.
Yeah, that sounds
okay.
right.
Awesome. All right. You just see these, like, as you throw down and you cast Shatter, you just see this, like, whee! Of just, like, little, like, spiders just being thrown up into the air and kind of just.
It's actually just
up again!
just the spider fireworks. Remember those old school ones? That's what's happening for sure.
Bonus reaction. I'm gonna say, everyone, you got this, and everyone has 8 temporary hit points.
Oh snap! That was the
thank
dragon's
you.
cry, I think, or whatever.
Really?
That's the Mantle of Inspiration.
Oh.
I
Cool.
took
As-
some weird feats, man.
That's cool.
Anything else,
and that's
Nira?
the end of my turn.
Okay,
Nice.
Reginald, you're up.
All right. What's the battlefield looking like?
All right, so to your west is now. No, sorry. Which one did you go after, Nira? The ones behind you, or the ones to the west?
I think the ones behind us that weren't hit yet.
Okay, so you still have some coming from behind, and you still have some coming from to the right of you, to the west. Everywhere else is clear.
Which has got the more spiders in it?
The ones behind you.
Okay.
That Nira just attacked.
All right. I'm gonna do something, and it might not work. I'm gonna go into giant mode.
All right.
As a bonus action. I'm going to then jump onto the spiders and like come down and squish them all.
All right. Let's call this force damage, unarmed attack
Curb stop.
plus 10 because you're a giant, or plus 7. I don't know how else to calculate this. If that makes
Well, that would be
sound
26, so enough to hit, I think.
fair. Oh yeah, to hit. So I was talking damage. I figured.
Oh,
you-
damage. Oh, okay, yeah.
Damage. Give it a your unarmed strike plus 7.
Oh, and I get an extra 1d6 damage anyway.
Okay.
So if we add all that, so that's that's about 12. But I've got 2 attacks per action,
Okay.
so I could do it twice, which would be.
I'll tell you now. You completely stomped out this entire swarm.
Yes.
So
3, 5, 4, 5.
if you'd like, I don't know if you can use your additional attack to do something else. If you have to move, you do have one more swarm to the west that's still covered.
I probably don't have enough movement to get there. I doubt it.
They're.
Oh, actually,
you moved 15 feet to get to these
Yep.
ones. The other ones are probably 30 feet from you now. So, but as a giant, do you get more movement?
Are you prone?
no, you don't actually. You just get large. You don't get more movement.
Okay.
Feet and giant are bigger, so it's the same thing.
And I'll be really
Duval try
proud.
not to smile at that.
I'll be real proud of myself, and I'll say to Silva, I'm doing it.
Silva's face. Silva, you're actually up.
Perfect.
Okay, perfect. Because I'm, no. I'm barely paying attention to him. I'm like, yeah, go, great.
Yeah, go me.
No, hate spiders. Hate it so much. Burn everything with fire. And so I'm going to produce. How many? What's the closest we got next to us?
You still have a swarm to your west, about 15 feet.
Okay, 15 feet. It's right
That's
there.
fine.
It's immediately no. We're going to burning hands these
I
bitches.
knew it.
I like.
Is that a spell?
It is one I've had for a bit. It's kind
Oh,
of
yeah.
Innate to me for
I
whatever
still
reason, I
wrote it
forget.
down.
You sure did.
I launch off the ground, just doing like my little flight, and I'm just everything cringing as I try to like put flame on these guys. They need to make a dex save.
All right.
As the spiders are running towards you, like.
They got a
No.
14.
Okay, that fails. So that's good rolls. Okay. 13 points of fire damage.
Okay.
Yes, that's it. And I'm just trying to avoid these as much as I possibly can.
You don't even have to avoid them because they're just burning.
I'm still off the ground. I don't even want to be on ground that's touching them.
They start World War Z-ing toward you.
Oh no, none of that.
Yeah.
Like we said, that we Silva hates spiders apparently. So yes, that's my turn.
Everything goes quiet again as everything kind of calms down. And then you hear a and you see a gigantic spider,
Yep.
white and blue, as it phases to your right, phases to your left.
A
Mom.
phasing spider.
It's everywhere.
And it's going
Oh.
to join the initiative.
I was waiting for it. I was like, this is too fucking easy.
He's just giving me Icewind Dale flashbacks.
Giving me Baldur's
Okay.
Gate 3 flashbacks.
It's essentially, yeah.
Oh,
Is it half
Matriarchy.
man, half
Well,
spider?
happy to
Because
be.
then it's gonna be a different conversation.
And then the question is it hot? Is that the question, April?
I
Um,
seduce the spider.
How are your thoughts on Loth?
David, you're up.
lol.
Can I see the spider?
Yeah. It just phased into your left. Now it's phased to the right. It is now 15 feet to your right, which is the east. So you're 15 feet from it, and it is large.
Wild shape into a spider.
Don't do it!
Don't give
Take
him
me to your
ideas.
leader.
Don't give him ideas.
Try and parlay, but it's just horrible.
I mean, I look over at Nira, and I kind of have this like. So I look at it, and I like fan my hands as I do that, just starlight on my fingertips, and I throw it out, and it kind of looks like a web that like it's like a glow, like a kind of a shimmering web around it, and as it wraps around it, it like coats it, and then I'll go and polymorph it into a slug.
All right, what's it need to do again?
DC 17
What is that,
wisdom save.
What's the spider's wisdom?
I mean, it's a wisdom of 10, so it's a +0, but that's a nat 20.
Oh,
That
damn.
tracks.
Fight continue.
Question for you, Hope.
Yes.
If I used my reaction on my turn, do I get it back when my turn is over?
Yes.
If
I'm
so,
trying to
I
think.
would like you to re-roll that because of silvery
Okay.
barbs.
Okay, I'll give it to you. All right, let's go. That's an 18, though.
Oh snap!
I can't help you after that.
Oh
I'm
my
sorry.
god.
Hey, no, it's
Worth
fine.
a shot. You see this as you send out this energy, and the spider starts to phase, kind of like vibrating as it's trying to fight this power of yours, and then it phases away, and it is no longer there, and it pops up
Ah.
to the south of you. Is there anything else you want to do, David?
That's near a business anyway. Yeah, I will. Do I get to use it in the same? If I take a starry form, I can't use the action in the same turn, right? Because I'm using my bonus action to create the thing.
Yeah, 'cause you
Yeah,
Right?
you used an action already, right?
Yeah.
Bonus action though. It's a bonus action for
Right.
starry form stuff.
Yeah, so you can starry form, you just can't do anything because you already used an action.
Right. I think I'll hold off on it.
Okay.
And then I'll just I'll look at the eye. Is it still aiming south? Is there anything impeding movement in that direction?
I think the spider just showed up south, so it's in right in front of
in
you.
our way.
Yeah.
Okay. That's fine. Cool. Then I will just wait
Okay.
where I'm at.
All right. This spider
Good turn.
is going to go after. I'm gonna do
Do a thing.
Nira.
I should have done something.
It's-
No.
Because you tried to seduce
say
it, Nira.
No. I didn't do it on my
That was,
turn. It was
that
just
was
a thought,
April,
okay?
not Nira.
Intrusive thoughts don't count as turns.
Does a 21 hit?
Of course it does. I'm a bard.
That needs to be a shirt.
yeah. I have an AC of nothing.
All right. You're gonna take. Oh, I rolled really badly. 3 points of
Nice.
piercing
Oh.
damage.
Thank you.
And make a Constitution saving throw.
Oh no.
Of course.
Yeah.
Yep.
I have an
Sounds
AC
right.
of.
Well, hold on.
Death.
You didn't.
30-20.
Oh, nice.
Okay. You're gonna take half this damage of 19. So you're gonna take what
Oh.
is that? 9?
Yeah.
Okay.
9 points of
That's
9
math.
points of poison damage.
And then don't forget, April, you have to give your advantage from Silvery Barbs to somebody, which
yeah.
can be
Oh, I
yourself.
have- I forgot about that.
Actually, twice.
Okay,
'Cause
I
you
would.
didn't do it last time either, right?
You can still give it to somebody because
I'll give one to San and Kotatar because I know they're coming up next. Next time I'll remember
Okay.
to give those out.
All right.
okay. Creature's going for a second bite. This time he's gonna go after 3 is Kotatar. Coming in hot to Kotatar.
Get me.
That is 12 to hit. Not gonna hit.
Nope.
So it tries to hit you, and you step back, and it's going to. Oh, that's it. Okay, San, you're up.
Seeing it bite Nira, and then go immediately after Kotatar. I'm just like trying to track it with San's trying to track it with his eyes, and just kind of flicking, sometimes losing track of it, then seeing it again. And just as it's biting, and just as it misses Kotatar, you just see his head slightly tilt down and charge forward with the Sunblade cascading down toward its thorax.
Okay.
It's going to go for another sneak attack.
Okay.
So that is. How do? Tells you what? Oh, well, that's a good thing. It's an advantage. Oh, that's a lot better. 30 to a hit.
Let me see.
Yeah, that hits.
So cascading down is going to and try and hopefully bisect it. So that's that one and that one. Roll for me.
No.
10 and 10. Okay, so 20 radiant damage as it just kind of I go and just try and like cut through. Probably doesn't bisect. With that is going to as the Sanleon is like after the strike kneeling down, spin the dagger in his hand from the belt and just try and ram it upwards into the thorax
Oh, okay.
with a bonus action.
Cool. Awesome. Cool.
So that's there you go. And so that's 26 to hit.
Hits.
Okay, so I will roll the damage for that. That's not sneak attack, so it's only the daggered, which is 10 points of piercing as it just rams into the sort of the underbelly of this creature, and then he's going to retract the blade, and again sort of fences pirouette away.
As you pull the blade, you realize that there's no blood coming from this spider, and it just kind of phases and goes.
Interesting. You don't bleed. That's the end of my turn.
Kotatar.
As he narrowly avoids that previous bite, drops the longbow, long sword, or not long swords, 2 short swords, and then goes to be a spinning blade of death. One of them, with his planar warrior ability, begins to ignite with familiar pink force energy, and thanks to Nira, that's a 22 to hit.
Hits.
And I'll go and roll the second one. Why not? That's not good. That's an 11.
Is that to hit?
The second one, yeah.
Oh, okay. Yeah, that misses.
Thought so. So one of those doesn't quite strike the carapace purchase he was hoping for, but he still strikes with 1. Where are you? The correct dice. So that's going to be a total of 13 points of force damage.
Tell me how you kill this thing.
Oh, sweet victory. So he like sort of like misses the carapace, like maybe one of the legs kind of pops up, and then he takes the other sword and like just completely cuts that leg off, and then just stabs in as far as he can, and like up to his elbow, disappears, and he just it flays it like he's cutting, like he's trying to butterfly a piece of chicken.
And the creature just kind of begins to vibrate again and phases out of your view. And everything has gone quiet again.
I walk up to Kotatar. The teamwork, am I right? And I go for like a sort of like a high five.
Is it gone yet?
Yeah,
It's gone.
It's
Silver.
gone.
It's okay. It's gone. Oh, I've got some on my shoe though. Oof.
There's a
I'm gonna really quickly prestidigitate all the dead spider bodies because I feel like that's gonna clean them, so Silva doesn't have to see them.
Thank you, thank you.
Ugh.
there's a very
Much
long
cleaner.
pause, and then he returns your high five.
Knew you wouldn't leave me hanging, bestie.
How far away is the waterfall from us?
It is about 100 feet behind the scriptarium. So the building you came out of, it's kind of off behind that.
The video game player in me wants to really check behind that waterfall.
There's a treasure chest. We all know this. Like, we know.
Now
Yeah,
we
you can
gotta
do
head
whatever
to the
you
water
want.
fountain.
I guess just head towards where the eye is still pointing and keep moving.
Yep, I grab my bow.
Okay. You begin to make your way south where the eye is pointing. The waterfall's north. Do you want to go towards the waterfall? No, okay. As you make your way through this kind of wooded area, there's a lot of open places where the sun is shining down. And of course, everything is covered in spider webs. You may come to realize that this place has been overtaken by cursed spiders and of sorts. But you make your way towards this large stone gazebo. And when I say large, I mean like large enough to fit a couple buildings in it. It is huge, and it is mostly still in place. It's starting to break apart here and there, but this you see a sign that says Fata Morgana Pavilion, and underneath, as you're moving through south, this is a natural way to walk. You find yourselves in this pavilion, and there are just the tiniest remnants of shops and street carts and anything that might have survived this entire time, an entire battle. You just get these remnants that there was once life here.
I attack the gazebo. Sorry, I'll joke.
It's a mimic!
Can I try and read
I've
the
been
writing?
attacked by a gazebo before.
Oh no, in real life or in a game?
Oh my god,
No,
you are...
That's a really
In a
good
game,
follow-up
it was-
question.
It was a mimic and it was a gazebo, but I've
That's
also
the-
tripped
oh.
over the stairs of a gazebo, so I guess.
So
both.
it did attack you, yeah. Mhm.
the ultimate sign of a D&D player. Yes, I try to read the writing.
Yeah, it's Elvish. It's completely faded, but you can read that it says Fata Morgana, which is kind of just a title. It doesn't really mean anything. It's like somebody's name. There's not much else to read here.
Is there anything I can examine on the ground or the
Yeah, why don't
any
you give me an investigation
remnants?
check?
Ooh, that's not good. 5.
Everything you seem to pick up just kind of falls apart into dust. You don't find anything yourself that is of any point to it. Anyone else like to do anything as you guys walk through this area?
Can run an investigation.
Sure.
Not great. Investigations +5. 13.
Yeah, again, everything feels just rotted away. The wood
Is the
rotted.
eye doing anything?
The eye is pretty fixated on south. It's not really looking around this area.
Oh. Well, we could just
I
keep
get
moving through
how-
it if we wanted.
Nira?
If I start getting higher, do I feel that go away?
Feel
Does that
what
make
go
sense?
away?
Like the pressure, the dead, the pressure, like the sound or wind. If I get like 20 feet up in the air, is it still that feeling?
20 feet up, yes. You feel like the
30,
higher you go,
One.
if you go a little
31 out of the
higher,
bubble?
you do realize that there is a bubble to it. As you get up past 30, 40 feet, you will notice that sound and wind and stuff starts to come back.
I just yell, "It's better up here!"
Yeah.
No, it's just there's sounds.
Oh.
There's not
Oh.
sounds down. There's sounds up.
Are there any trees?
There are trees all around you.
I just start
colorful
walking up one of them
trees.
toward Nira.
Okay,
Fly
you
up
start to
there.
climb a tree. Silva
I'm not
flies.
climbing, just walking.
Oh yeah, that's right. You can just walk.
Mhm.
You make your way to the top of the tree, and yeah, you can breathe fresh up here.
Oh, that's better. You're right, it is better up here.
But also means there's a thing that's affecting down there.
Yeah. I wonder, and I look back down on, is there anything different, having a different perspective from up here down that's like now more obvious about the whatever this might be affecting?
Yeah, give me
this area?
investigation check.
I help him since
Okay.
Yeah, you can add your perception is what? Give me a second. Come on, load.
perception or investigation.
Oh, sorry, investigation would be intelligence. So what's your intelligence bonus?
Oh, my intelligence bonus is a +1.
Yes, you can add a
Same.
+1.
Ah.
With our two brain cells combined, I
figure this
rolled
out.
a natural 7. Oh, I thought it was a 1 for a second. So 9.
You cannot tell what's different. Nothing seems out of the ordinary to you.
I don't know what's going on down there. Well, maybe we can get everyone up here.
Fly down and
What are you
Do
looking
pick
it.
someone up.
I'll go up.
Okay, you pull David up, Nira.
Can
Yeah.
Can you take me? Like, I want to go slow, and I want to be right where the change happens, because then I can do like a survival check or something to see if I can feel the difference at the place where the bubble peak is.
Okay.
I also have detect magic that I forgot I had till just now.
Okay.
It's
Would you
fine.
like to use that? Do you
Yeah,
want to cast
with
it as a
David.
ritual? I'll allow it that you guys have been walking for about 10 minutes.
If you allow as a ritual, yes, then I'll do
Yeah.
that as I'm talking to David, and David can investigate as well.
Okay. All right. Your
So
magic
I'll
goes
do
off, and you'll
survival?
do a survival. Yeah.
And
you
I'm
can
gonna
make it a
guide
survival.
myself.
Okay.
I'm using that +1 to survival as best I can.
All right. Giving it all she's got, Captain.
All right,
Come on,
so
Archie, go.
13 on the die, 6 +6 for survival, +4 on my guidance, so 23 survival.
Not bad.
This land is. It's like the forest is trying to consume all that is dead, if that makes sense. Like it's feeding off of what was once here. It's like
But
the
quietly.
forest. Yeah, the forest does not want there to be anything left. It is just slowly devouring everything. And there's a magic to this. And Nira, you'll know that there's a magic to this, to these trees, to this forest. It's kind of just a low hum of magic. You're not pinging off of anything specific, but you can tell this is the Feywild. These trees are more alive than trees you would see on a prime material plane, like a Threna or something. They're definitely very much they can definitely think for themselves. They have thought, they can think, you know, that sort of thing.
We could ask Kotatar to talk to him. You're muted.
Yes, I think you're right, and we should be very nice to them. And we'll let Silva and San Leon also know this because they're up there with us.
I'm standing on one of them, so.
Yeah, you should probably ask him first, or like apologize. I don't know.
Sorry, my boots are clean. Handstand.
We
maybe.
respect you.
So-
I yell to the trees. And then
David goes, quietly to himself.
I kick David off the broom. I don't want them to kill me.
So yeah, I'll basically just with my thorn whip, just kind of like slowly lower myself down and talk to Kotatar. Like, maybe you should have a chat. These trees seem to be doing this with intention.
And he'll find a location that has a concentration of these trees within 30 feet of him, and he'll cast Speak with Plants. And sort of reach out with a hand. Apologizing in advance for just sort of walking in on foreign territory. Would you mind giving us an idea of what's going on here? Maybe even what you're trying to accomplish?
We grow, we strive, we are, we live, is kind of what you're getting.
And I think you guys kind of hear, even though there's no, like, I think you said, like, there's no, like, wind or anything like that, like, the sort of the concentration of the magic that's emanating from Kotatar is sort of coming out in, like, the sounds of, like, whistling, like as if, like Gandalf talking to the Shadowfax, for reference. Are you trying to choke out the history that is here?
They came, they destroyed, we regrow.
And he'll share all this as it's being phrased out.
Who's they?
I have to imagine the people that were here.
Perhaps
Sometimes nature during war, there isn't really a victor because nature remains regardless.
Yes, I don't think these trees are necessarily malevolent.
No.
Can you ask them if they know of a way to get to, what is the place we're trying to get to called again, Hope?
LaVelle. Think of it like my
Can-
last name, but mixed up.
Can you ask them to get how to get to Hope LaVelle?
Do you have to Hope LaVelle?
Yeah, would
How
you
do we get to
kindly-
Hope LaVelle?
Backwards.
We are trying to get to see, now it's stuck in my head now. Fuck. We're
Trying to get to Hope LaVelle?
to Hope LaVelle. To LaVelle. To Hope
Okay.
LaVelle.
The tree
She's over
corrects you.
there. Yeah, right. Like, well, actually, it's no. If that's not too much trouble.
You see the trees start to shudder when you say that. And it ripples through the south, and you see vines start to move on the ground, almost like they're coming towards you, Kotatar. And you hear the trees speak in a very low hum. LaVelle brings death to us. And you'll notice that the way it shuddered was like it rippled south.
Yeah, he'll kind of look that way. It is certainly not our intent to interfere with what you're trying to accomplish.
They
have my word.
wanted it. They wanted LaVelle, but they failed.
I have a thought, Kotatar.
Yeah, and he'll share all this, of course.
So, if they will help us get safe passage into LaVelle, tell them what we're trying to get this armor to defeat, you know, a great evil that would cause more pain and death. When we come back through, I can help bring more life to them. I can't do it now unless we rest here, but when we return through the way, hopefully we can return through the way we go in, but if they will help us get there and provide us safe passage, when we return with the item, we can try to prevent more pain from there. But when we get back, I can help bring them more life and growth.
Do you dream?
Sometimes.
That's up to you.
I know.
That's a nice. Okay, let me think about it.
Roll for dreaming.
It just kind of calms for a moment and says, to dream, to be in between worlds, to dream, dream. We do not dream, for we do not sleep.
I'm being very honest with you. I envy that. However, the entity that we are after is a destroyer of dreams, a bringer of nightmares and fear. And that's bad for every living entity everywhere. If you assist us with this passage, we would love to offer our assistance in helping you. My friend David here is a bringer of life on his own. However, whatever that assistance means to you, we can figure that out.
Give me a persuasion check.
Oh, I need you back, Lee, because I'm not good at these. Straight roll. It's not too bad. 15.
Yeah, it's pretty good. The trees take their time when they speak. They take their time to respond.
Oh, correction. 18,
Yes.
actually.
Oh, an 18.
Yeah.
The tree says, actually, all of the trees say, you almost hear this in a dissonant whisper between all of the trees speaking at the same time to you, like speaking through the wind. And they say, we will hold our vines for you to get back.
I'm sworn to guard against all threats in the multiverse. So if there is a pact that you wish to make to ensure that you are made whole, do not hesitate.
You get the sense of appreciation, but you also get the thought that maybe it doesn't understand what a pact is.
Mhm.
But nonetheless, it feels it trusts you, and it will hold its word to give you a way to get back if you make it through.
And he'll sort of do kind of a bit of a quarter bow, and just say thank you. And he'll look to David. They've granted us a way back. I'm not sure if our assistance, though, is required either way. We'll verify when we get back, though.
Great.
Hope, on the ground, for example, in the gazebo and such, do I notice there are actually remains of people there?
No, you feel like it's been so long that even cloth has disappeared.
It's basically just from the people who died, it was basically dirt. That's all that's left.
Yeah, maybe consumed by the forest, or just overall just decomposed over time.
Silva, I feel like I've failed my people not being able to bury them. But they have gone back to nature, which is, I think, what they would have wanted.
You really can't hold yourself responsible for. I mean, this happened so long ago.
Of
This
course.
might have happened before you were born, for all you know.
Of course. I just hope they're happy back to nature.
I think so.
But I think we all agree that something must be done about these lands.
What are you thinking?
Well, I think we go forward. And Kotatar, did they say they'd help us? The trees. I think you muted.
I think it's Zoom.
Oh, it's Zoom. Right.
Yep, it is. He just nods at you.
Okay.
They take care of.
What did you say, April? I didn't catch that first part.
I was talking to Reginald. What do you
Oh.
mean take care of this land? Like, it's taking care of itself.
That's true, but
This is what it does. Things return back to nature.
that is very true, but I think bringing more life to this place would make the memories of my ancestors happier. And David did say he would regrow.
Well, I offered it as a bargaining chip if we need it. But if they don't need it, then I don't want to impose my will on their growth. I just didn't know if they struggled.
Yeah.
I will say that my people love vibrant landscapes. So, on behalf of my people, I would be happy if you did regrow some of this land when we get back.
I don't know how to tell you this without it sounding crass, and I don't mean it by that at all, but I don't think it's your people's land anymore. It's nature's doing its own thing. It's like, would you have me grow a crop they don't want, flowers they don't want? My offer was, if the land was hurting from all of this and needed assistance growing, then I would offer it. But if the land is taking care of itself, if we can take care of ourselves, then we don't need someone to force their will, as good intentions as it may be. I think we just let the land lie and keep moving south. And just try to do your best to honor your people. You don't need any grand actions. You just need to keep doing what we're doing. Focus and move forward.
If it's any consolation, I believe their major concern is not allowing what's on the other side to come back here. So, if you need something to focus on, that's what you should.
I think we all agree on that. Let us move.
Said... Sorry.
Yes.
My apologies. You said that these trees, this forest, said that in LaVelle brings death, correct?
Yes.
Man, isn't it some form of precipice between the Shadowfell and the Feywild? The Shadowfell is death.
And the Feywild is life.
We're heading toward some form of Shadowfell influenced area, I would assume, based on what you said.
Agreed. Shall we?
You're wise. You're very wise, Sanleon.
I'm old. There is a difference.
I'm quite old too, but I feel like you've got some time on me. Yes,
So south we go.
Let's move forward.
Indeed.
I roll for the broom again because I'm sure I stopped. Did not explode.
Awesome. Thanks for keeping up with that. So Nira, you're hovering on your broom. Are you guys continue forward? I'm guessing, David, you're shining the way with the dragon eye.
Yep. I'm right behind David.
Okay. It takes you further and further into an overgrown forest. Light is coming through, just sun-speckled forest, and it opens up. The eye shines straight through into this opening, this clearing, and as you walk towards it, you see a sign in Elvish, so Reginald can read this. It says, Sablethorn Sanctum.
Sablethorn Sanctum. Would I know anything about this?
You can roll me a history check.
Worries
And I
about
don't know,
this?
It's supposed to be my birthday.
You have a nat 20 and some advantages.
I
Remember?
am 20 minutes
That's true.
left,
I've only got
so,
20
you know.
minutes. Yes, I used that at 20. Yes.
Yeah.
There's only 20 minutes left.
Sablethorn Sanctum. you know from the one time you listened in history, for Eladrin is an extremely magical place, but it is a tricky place.
Tricky like Limbo?
No, tricky like the magic here has layers to it. It's extremely magical, this sanctum. And it has been built up over generation and generation. And you notice that this building still stands while it is covered in vines and overgrowth, and things are trying to eat away at it. It stands pretty strong. Yes, it is old and still looks like an ancient ruin. I think we might have just had an earthquake.
Oh no.
And
Okay.
In
I
game?
feel it. No, sorry. It's like all my stuff started to shake. I don't know.
Speaking of plants, I turned it off. I'm so sorry. It's my bad.
It's the magic.
I need
Now
you
I'm
to
like,
go over to
the second
Hope's
you
house
said that, I was like,
and-
well, if you're feeling, I'm gonna feel it in any second. I can't
Oh,
tell.
boy.
Camera did just shake.
Yeah, it was weird.
Oh, wild.
So, what was I saying? Oh, yes. So it is still a standing stone building with a great dome on it that's made of stone, and it looks very dark inside. You see these giant double doors that are burst wide open.
Okay. Nira, Silva, Magic Team. We're gonna need you on your top game here.
Magic? What?
Magic
What?
Team.
I've done
How
more
am I-
magic than Silva.
I think that would be David and me.
No.
And also, what? No,
This-
hey,
this is-
one.
I'm
This is
Nice
layers.
words.
This is
What
layers
happened?
of magic.
Oh,
We're gonna need to be on our guard. I think it's more arcane magic. If you get my drift.
I don't.
I do not.
I
What
think
kind
we've
of
known
arcane
that
magic?
since we got here, Reginald.
That was what we hit. Everything here is magic.
Wait, there's magic in this realm.
Holy shit!
No, this particular building is ancient.
this building?
And
Ancient?
layers of magic.
Mm.
Nira, if you can keep detecting magic with however you do that, I still don't understand how you do that.
You
It
gotta
might-
give me 10 minutes,
It might be important.
and I can only do it for a short period of time.
Okay.
How do I fit into this?
Yeah, Silva, do magic.
You know the arcane.
Yeah, we need another spell
I
from
have
you.
a little fire.
Silva,
little
do
produce
magic!
flame.
Do magic!
Just a little produce flame.
Did that solve it, Reginald?
You,
I'll
you two,
prestidigitate some like.
you two
sparkle
know
from
magic
it.
better than anyone I know.
I'm typically not great at recognizing sarcasm, but there's a lot of it happening right now.
I'm
I
really
feel
good at
Yes,
magic,
Kotar,
Reginald.
very good.
I'm kind of feeling a little inadequate right now, actually, because yeah, are you making fun of me? I can't tell.
No. You know magic better than anyone I know. Except maybe Nira.
I don't.
You do. Maybe you just don't realize.
What makes you think that?
Well,
This is your first time to test it.
why don't
Like,
you
no,
try
no
it?
offense to Silva. I think that Silva could do lots of things, but this might.
I just don't know what do you need from me? I can try.
I just need you to be alert. Magic team, go.
Go where?
Magic
Like, am I
team,
leaving?
go.
Do you want me to go away?
No.
And I just go 30 feet up in the air.
I'm just like, focusing really hard on everything around us.
Kotatar is
I
like
went.
lost in thought for a second, and he's replaying the conversation that he had with Makiak about like, eventually they're probably not going to need you as a leader, and like this is not what he had in mind.
Kotatar, hand me a sword. I'm a fighter now.
Yeah.
Certainly on.
Basically what I'm saying, Magic Team, is watch my back. And I'm going to go in slowly.
San Leon.
I'm going to. San Leon is going to sort of just go up to Silva and start mimicking Silva's actions, like being like really alert.
Now you're making fun of me.
What? No, I'm not making fun of you.
I'll like toss a little produce flame at his face, but like let it dissipate before it actually hits him.
You truly are a magician.
Is it safe to assume that
Archmage proportions.
The eye is not pointing towards this building?
The eye is pointing straight into the doors.
Okay. That I just want to make
Reginald.
sure that
Yeah.
As they go in, I'll go.
Reginald's already gone in. If you follow or not, it doesn't matter.
Well, never mind. I guess I won't do the thing.
That was the last we ever saw of Reginald.
And he's like,
So
he's doing that
after the
thing of
tail.
like,
Punch and kick
You
team,
know,
follow me.
I told you
in.
I needed. As he walks in, like, I told you I needed 10 minutes to do the magic. Okay, bye.
he's just gone.
I said I needed 10 minutes, right? Someone heard that.
I'm fine with waiting 10 minutes. Yeah.
Is everyone else gonna wait?
I just kind of poke
Now
my
he's
head in. Is
inside.
there a doorway, door frame?
Yeah, the doors are huge and they're
Mm.
wide open.
I just poke my head
follow
and
him.
go, Reginald, get back here.
Silva?
Oh, I was gonna say I follow him walking backwards to face the group, and I just say I'm just gonna make sure he doesn't die, and then I turn around and keep following Reginald.
Sadly,
Do make sure you stay
I don't
alert
hear
as
you.
well.
I don't hear you, sadly.
I'll
I just
follow.
kind of like go. I just look at Kotatar. I really hope this isn't the death of me. It'd be very inglorious. As I just start walking into the door.
It would be-
I'll stand next to Nira and just be like,
Hold on. I come back down. I get
oh, you went up.
Yeah.
I'm really good at magic, right?
Just okay, David. I'm gonna say
We all
this
feel
again.
really
I know.
bad
I
about
think
our magic
I'm-
now.
I'm pretty sure I've said this before. We could leave. We could go that way.
Yeah.
We could
We
just,
could start a
we
band.
could just go. We could start a band in the like. I think we need to go find the biggest city in the Feywild and just start a band and just make a bunch of friends. I think they have this. Reginald's a wonderful leader. He's just gonna take them right into where they need to go, and we're just gonna go do the band thing.
And I mean, Silva's
Right.
a one-woman magic team, so
Yeah, Silva's the best magic person. Silva's team magic. I think they're safe.
well, I do keep us all alive with healing magic. And
No, you don't. I don't know what those words are.
healing magic isn't even a thing anymore. I've got a
Apparently not.
bunch of these bandages, I guess.
I got a
I'll
flower.
tell you what. From here on in, I will magically heal you guys. I will wrap these bandages on Reginald.
Okay,
as
well,
I
if you
know,
do-
No
if
magic.
you do that, then I will go inside.
Let's go. Let's go before they die without us.
Oh,
God!
Nira just looks behind again, just like we could start a band.
We start just like talking about names for our band.
yeah. Yeah, and in response to you, Cendriane, you just hear Kotatar say, trying to give him chances, and this is this really the decision? And then he keeps walking in.
I just kind of like, as you're walking, I just kind of go, "Oh, goodness gracious. I'm glad the sunshine is here with us to make sure that we can see where we're going."
He just goes, Paladin of Maciac.
I'm gonna cast Divine Sense, and then every 60 feet, I'm gonna cast it again.
Good idea.
What does Divine Sense do again?
You know the location of any celestial fiend or undead that is not behind total cover.
Okay.
Yep.
How many of those do you have?
3.
You, Reginald, are the first one to walk in. It is extraordinarily dark in here, but I think you have dark vision.
I do.
Okay. How far does your
I
dark
don't
vision
think
get you?
I do.
That's a question. How far does dark
Do not.
vision get? 60 feet.
Okay. You step into this doorway, and immediately everything is black. Just pure darkness. But in
Oh, I
this gray scale that you can see, there are mirrors everywhere. mirrors along the ground level, and then up, and then up, and another row up until there's just one giant mirror at the very top of this dome. And none of them are broken. Everything else about this room is extremely open. There's nothing else there.
San Leon, mirrors. Don't get distracted.
Yes.
That's a really good one. That might be my favorite line of the campaign from you, honestly.
I solar plexus check Reginald. I just do like a. I'm sorry, my hand slipped.
Of course.
On case of the mirrors, why are you kneeling over? On the case of the mirrors, everything is ruined. These mirrors are not. Go touch one.
Okay. To
I think at this point everyone else will have come in. At least Silva.
And as we're walking in, I'll just say, what about the magical Nira and her mundane friend David for our band name?
I was thinking the Beholder's Bastards.
I like that one. As I yell behind me.
Shh, San Leon. Shh.
I'm sorry. I do in a projected whisper yell. I like that one.
Thank
You just hear Kotatar sigh and light a torch.
And everyone's dark vision goes away.
Oh.
Yellow Kotatar's face, he's like, I have no regret.
I can't fucking see. Fuck you guys.
Oh, you didn't have to expend a torch. And I just pull the sunblade and just like ignite it, and it goes further. The light ratio.
Yeah, I think you get.
It's 120 feet.
Is it really 120 feet?
It can go up to 120 feet dim light.
Oh my god. This room gets extremely bright because now there is light bouncing off the mirrors. And
Toss me a dagger. I don't know magic.
I was trying to lead the way
bad,
stealthily.
Sorry. You see it retreat because that was incorrect. It goes, ah! And then we're like, wait a minute, I need to retcon that. And it's actually 30 feet maximum with 60 feet. Dim light.
Like a reasonable thing. Okay.
Not like an OP thing. Okay, gotcha.
By the power of Grayskull!
It's got 120 feet of light. Any creature within 10 feet is permanently blinded by it.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah,
Everyone in the Feywild knows we're here.
Yeah.
Yes.
It's just a beacon.
Now everyone in the Feywild knows you're here.
All right, Reg, what's next?
Oh, question. When my Divine Sense goes off, does San Leon ping as an undead?
No.
No. Cool. I wondered how Dhampir's work. Okay, cool.
He's faking it.
Yeah,
He's faking it. We thought you were a vampire all along.
His fangs pop out like the plastic ones, like, oh no!
Joke's on you, I'm actually just a goth.
It would explain the rage.
Amazing.
Gothic rage.
I think Kotatar, considering the escalation of sound and light, will, since the sword is out, will extinguish the torch, and whatever we do, let's at least keep close. And he'll cast Pass Without a Trace on everybody.
Okay. Plus 10 to stealth.
Good work, Kotatar.
I crouch into stealth.
Yeah, I'm
you
gonna
just hear
hide
me
behind
go.
Kotatar.
You just hear me go. What? To you, Reginald.
Good work.
I've done this before.
But you did it really well.
Reginald, do you have a knife or a sword? I have no magic.
Yeah,
Give me your brother's
I don't know why
dagger.
we keep bringing him with us. Just wait here.
I carry no weapons, and I know no magic.
I'm so sorry.
Are you? Inside check.
Inside check. All right, team. Let's head towards the big mirror.
All right, go
The
team.
one in the ceiling? And I start hovering up. I start flying up.
Hang on, was it in the ceiling?
I guess I'm gonna go up here by myself then, guys.
Bye.
Sorry, I thought it was like on
I will
the top
thorn
level.
whip. I will
Okay, never
thorn whip
mind.
and go with you. Up.
Okay.
I start walking up
The
one of
leader
the walls.
says to go up. We go up. And I just...
And I say, no, I didn't mean. Oh shit! All right, she's gone.
Turn up.
Okay, just
And
like,
I look
like,
down at Kotatar like this.
I point up
As you're just
as I
like-
go up. As I go up, I walk over to Reginald.
Hmm.
See what's missing from them as they rise up.
Yes.
The shadows that I just gave them.
Oh.
It's true.
Oh dear.
And as Nira and David rise to the ceiling, to this giant mirror, that is where we end for the night.
We end on David's face doing this.
face.
Thank you, everybody,
That was
for
amazing.
watching with us. Thank you, for
Thank you,
everybody who
everyone.
listens on our podcast. We appreciate all of you. We're happy to be back.
Yep.
And
Yeah, we're back,
we'll
baby.
Be back. Oh, I
Next
think
week?
next week is gonna be. I think we're off for the. We're
We
doing
could-
a.
It
Doom
depends.
journal,
Because we didn't
right?
play last week. We can play next week.
Can we
Or
We'll
not
find
be
out.
off and play? I want to play. We'll
I
talk
can
about
play.
it.
I'm down to play.
But
if
we'll play
everyone's-
off screen so no one else can see it but us.
Yeah. We're gonna come back
We'll
and they're like,
tweet
wait,
recaps.
they're not in the Feywild, and there's like 3 new cast members. What happened?
Level 15, guys. It's been a wild ride.
Who's the Muppets?
Reginald in the Feywild.
we killed Damien, and we just recast
And-
everybody.
Oh, we killed Damien, not Reginald. We killed
Just
Damien.
Reginald.
I'm dead. Okay.
Source.
Sorry.
We
I know
lost
I'm
David
old.
because
I know
we had
I'm
no
old.
weapons or magic.
Happy to be here.
Catch
Oh
us
my
next
God.
week on the amphitheater.
Yeah, come on over, everybody. This is my plan the whole time. I'm evil.
All right,
All right.
we'll see you guys next week. Bye-bye.
Bye.
My friend, I see you've changed your face. My friend, what game you play today? Will you stay, roll the dice, spare a life? My friend, will you remain behind?